Hoot! Hello, boys and girls, men and women, and those other categories, whatever. It's the Backyard Boys, and we have an only guest. It's Keanu St. Thompson!
Hello, and welcome,
Hey y'all,
Keanu.
what's happening?
Hi.
Not too much. Good
Hi,
to have you
friend.
on this evening. You can
Hey,
find Keanu
baby.
on Twitter and OnlyFans, and she does shows all over YouTube like Simpcast, Compound Media, Wet Spot, In Hot Water. Is there anything else you would like to
All the
tell
best.
us about yourself?
No, that's it. You covered it. I'll go now. That's it. Thanks.
No, you
Hi,
said you'd stay on.
Backyard
You
Boys.
can't go. You just got here.
That was it. You covered it all. No, the Weekend
Very
Sex
short,
podcast. It may be coming back. Me and Alan Fuchs are figuring that out. So, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna start something of my own too. I'm just figuring that out as well. But yeah, follow me on OnlyFans and my Instagram is pretty lit, and you
It's
can
lit.
find my comedy shows on there. So it's lit. It's a little lit.
Yeah, of
Hi,
course. You're
Backyard
also a comedian,
Yeah, I'd like to
and
say.
you mostly working there in New York City, I assume.
Yeah, unless somebody's nice enough to take me on the road, which I don't mind doing either. I just I'm opening for Chrissy Mayer in April somewhere. I'm not from New York, so like the outside parts of New York, it just gets a little wonky for me. But
I'd like
that
to
is
open her,
upcoming.
too.
Yeah, you like to open her too? Yeah,
Yeah,
wouldn't
that-
we all?
Right. Do you
Yeah,
like
so-
LA? Have you been to LA much?
Well, I was just saying, I
Never mind.
rival me in the southernness. You do. You rival
Say
me.
again?
I can tell by the way you.
Oh, he said he
Yeah,
had to
so-
go.
Yeah, I don't,
brought-
apparently,
Myrtle Beach.
yeah, his internet wasn't working. I guess he dropped out, but that's all right. No, yeah. So obviously, you grew up in the Carolinas. Is that correct? From what I understand.
Yeah. So I'm from Chicago. I was born there, but we moved when I was
Cool.
1 year old. So I don't claim Chicago. So I grew up in South Carolina. That's why I'm Southern, but I don't have a Southern accent unless I have a bunch of gin tonics, or if I'm feeling nervous. But my parents aren't Southern, so that's why I don't seem
I'm
like
getting my
the
accent
typical
going right
Southern
now.
belle. There you go,
Yeah.
baby.
And you don't have an accent much either, as far as Southern accent.
If I do, I like put it on sometimes just because I think it's like funny. People think that's like my actual, like, hello, hey y'all. I don't know why I do it. It's just like a nervous thing.
Play.
Sa-
You can
same here.
you can play the draw up if you want.
Oh well, it's like pulling gray string out our cat's ass. I don't know. It's a weird thing. I don't know
Sound
why
like
I
Carolyn.
do it. Yeah. Kiki loves the
I'm
bit.
just the Southern belle.
I just a
Jimmy
Southern
G.
belle.
Jimmy
Hi.
G.
Oh, we love him. See, look
Love
what I
that
just
guy.
did. I didn't even mean to say it, but I went, we love him. I don't know why I do
We
it.
love him.
We
Yes, and
love
of course-
him.
Of course,
Love
Kiki is your nickname, correct?
Yeah, because how are you supposed to be in South Carolina? I remember in kindergarten they were like, "Hi, is your they said to me, the teacher came up to, she was like, is your name Canoe?" And I went, I'm so embarrassed I will never correct anybody. I went,
Keanu Thompson.
she called me that for 6 months. My mom eventually was like, her name's not Canoe, right?
Yeah, it's Rowboat.
They used
Yes.
to do that to Robinson Cano, the baseball player. Gino will know that.
Canoe. It's rowboat.
That's what you should have told her.
pontoon.
Yeah, no, bitch, it's pontoon.
Hey, no, bitch, it's pontoon.
Yeah, of course. Is Bob Levy the first guy to ever call you Canoe, or is that happened before, or
No,
Canoeer?
literally, always.
Teacher.
Canoe is not new to me. Canoe is not new to me.
Canoe's new to me.
douche canoes. No, my kindergarten teacher for real said that to me. Like that was the first time I remember hearing it. But it would be Keanu, canoe, whatever. And also, I mean, it's spelled exactly like Keanu Reeves. So to me, it makes sense. But I very rarely correct anybody. I'm like, yeah, that's it. You got it. Or my best friends call me Keeks or Kiki, but
I
they
prefer.
Were
also
you
know
actually-
my name's Keanu, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Were you actually named after Keanu Reeves? Is that the specific
yeah.
reference?
No,
Your parents?
my parents, they didn't want kids even. They had
It's
my
weird because
brother
your parents
for-
are named Bill and Ted. So why? What else are you gonna name?
So weird. I know. Whoa, nobody ever made that. I know all the Keanu Reeves jokes, believe me. So no, they're watching. So they had Rocco because they were like, well. So they had Rocco, and that's my brother. He's older, 2 years. And then somebody said, if you don't have another one, then you're gonna end up having to play with it all the time. Like you're gonna have to play with your kid all the time. So they got pregnant with me. They didn't know what I was gonna be, and they were watching Point Break. And they were like, LOL, what if we named the baby Keanu? And then they couldn't come up with anything else. And it actually is a unisex name. But my mom called the Hawaiian travel agency and said, what does Keanu mean? And the lady said, it means coolness or cool mountain breeze. And they're like, all right, that's fine. So whether I'm a boy or a girl, it's going to be Keanu. So.
It's
Better than Swayze or Patrick.
I know.
Your
I
name
know. I
is-
mean,
Sorry,
92.
Keanu Reeves.
92. They could have named me. I don't know, like Forrest Gump. I guess. Like,
Bubba Goop.
yeah, or Bubba Gump. Right. Exactly. So
You were
I don't
watching the
mind
rise and
Keanu
fall of the
now.
Nazis, and they could have named you Hitler. Or, I don't know.
Exactly.
Schindler. Okay, come on.
Come on.
This is starting
That's
to
not a
turn
girl's name.
into
That's ridiculous.
you're still in all of Gino's material. Come on, stop it.
They could have named her Anne Frank.
We're hanging out. And Frank. Something
Got your
about
pages stuck
Thomas.
together.
We're hanging out, buddy.
Thomas Jefferson was the first person to use. Yeah, no, I won't go there. No,
Y'all
No, so-
know his jokes better than I do. I just
Oh,
showed
yeah.
in the back of his show. I went to his spot last night at LOL.
Lost my belt.
Not to brag, but yeah. He had his spot at LOL, and it was a long night. It was like midnight spot or something. And he started talking about the Chargers, and I was just going, "Go Rams! Go Rams! Go Rams!" in the back, and he's just like, I love you anyway, even though you're shouting in the middle of my set. I'm like, that's what you would do, right?
exactly.
Greatest
I'm surprised
one
he didn't
ever.
have security remove you from the building.
Mhm.
Teach you a lesson.
I should have removed myself.
No, so you grew up down in the Carolina. Did you start in comedy down there, or did you? How did that work out? Let's hear the comedy origin story of Canoe.
So I was a theater major in
Nerd.
College of Charleston.
Nerd.
Yes, I know. Oh my god.
Oh,
That embarrasses me to say because theater majors are just the worst people. Theater people are the worst people on earth. They're just so embarrassing.
Those
So I
were the
like to
weird
say that.
kids.
That's me. I was also in
No,
theater.
they are.
You can
Uh,
tell.
that makes perfect
Yeah.
sense.
I don't identify as like a theater kid, but I did wear. I mean, in high school, I was best actress in South Carolina for a year. I won a competition, and I really was. But
Ooh.
I'm really not a very good actress.
That's
I
a
did
major
Monty
award.
Python, and during one of the skits I did, I got to yell out, "I don't like darkies," because it's in a Monty Python skit. It
And I'm sure.
was in
I
school.
thought I heard a car
It's
crash.
great.
Oh my god! And I'm sure you loved saying that.
I know. A kid started crying after I said it. A little baby started crying.
Were your parents really proud when you said it?
Of course they were.
They were proud.
I don't like donkeys. That's what I did.
He was raised.
That's
Right.
my boy.
It was a play.
Yeah, it's Monty Python. Come on.
Yeah,
Of course.
exactly. Well, wait. So you were a theater kid? Which one said that?
Yeah, that was me. Yeah. I used to get in trouble, or the teacher would get in trouble because we'd practice the skits, and of course, I'd be too loud in the hallway talking like this. He'd get in trouble.
Oh. And what's that? Like a Cockney accent? Oh, I want a room somewhere. Like, is that what we were doing? Yeah.
It's
You're my
Cockney.
fair lady. You're my fair retard. Oh, shit.
Oh,
No, you can say anything on this show. It doesn't matter. We're good.
I just say
because I like
I'll
it
cut-
cocky in me. All right.
I'll cut it later. No problem.
Get it out of there.
Cut that pot out. Cut that pot out like Chipperson, right? Cut that pot out.
Cut that pot out.
Oh, you've done Chip Chipperson, haven't you?
Oh my
Yes.
gosh, I always say it's my favorite podcast to do, just because I just know I'm just gonna laugh.
It's
the whole
so
time.
much fun.
It's just
Legend.
I
ridiculous.
love listening to it. It's so good.
Now you're a
He's
legend
dead.
too, just because you.
I'm
touched
I'm
him.
actually falling more in love with Doug Bell. I'm starting to get on the Doug Bell train.
I told him too, and I haven't seen. I don't know, is he doing a Doug Bell podcast or not?
Oh, dude.
But
Yeah,
I love
he
him.
did,
Yeah, I haven't watched any of it.
Totally crazy.
I definitely
Fuck
told
Andrew
him.
Lansbury.
Doug Bell bothers me.
Tells all the
I love
stories.
that.
Hey, Tony, son. So,
Tells all these
We'll
great
be friends,
stories.
you know? I'm
I
just
love
want to
that
be close friends
character.
with you. You shouldn't be doing your OnlyFans stuff. You should send, a close friend the picture first so that we can tell you if it's good or not. You know? I had that
Doug
show
Bell.
Ring My Bell. It ran from 2004 to 2006 on the
I went to the
CW network.
shooting range with Alec Baldwin.
I lost my bell.
That was really impressive, wasn't it? I mean, these guys are really good at their impressions. Spot on, right?
I mean,
No,
he's pretty good, Doug Bell.
You want to hear my
Right.
Jack Nicholson?
Well,
No, I want to
I
trash
want-
him. I want to trash him for even attempting it. So
I
Please
won an
somebody do a
award
Jack
for worst
Nicholson.
worst actor in North Carolina, so it's all good.
Hell yeah, man. That's because you're from Myrtle Beach, man. Dirty Myrtle, highest STDs in the country at Coastal Carolina. That's a fact.
Nice.
Yeah,
I
Myrtle
love
Beach
to
is
go to
trash.
Myrtle Beach. I do. Biker week is every week. Did you know
You
that?
just got to worry about you don't get shot or mugged, but yeah.
yeah, I was gonna say they used to show it on Cops all the time back in the '90s when I watched Cops.
Pretty much
I
anywhere.
well, no, we started going to Hilton Head in Charleston like when we realized Myrtle Beach was like shitty. But in college, I go to Myrtle Beach all the time just so I could wear neon and get an STD and drink out of like a big like alien cup with a like big straw or something.
Yeah,
Where neon
That
was.
was my vibe. Yeah. I like debauchery. Myrtle Beach, Dirty
Yeah.
Myrtle.
Well,
Yeah,
whatever, take a look at
Brandon,
pictures.
It's when's the last time you've been there?
It's been since college. I have not been since.
Oh,
But,
okay. It's gotten worse over the years. I will tell you that. It's gotten pretty dangerous over there.
it's dangerous.
Yeah, it's gotten bad.
Dangerous.
I don't like neon unless it's
It's
just
a great Michael Jackson song.
No, but I like
What's wrong
when
with
I
neon?
go somewhere. I like to wear like what the people wear. So like
Yeah.
I want to look like trashy and I'm like this is it's like a sight gag. So I wear like neon and like
neon who?
that's just a big like a clubbing. The entire Myrtle Beach is just a bunch of clubs and
you,
bars.
you-
Is that
you
pretty
would-
much it?
You just have to see it to see it. It's
believe
like
it.
it's like the chicks on the back of a motorcycle that are like overweight and their ass is hanging out, but they're always
Fuck
on the back
yeah.
of a motorcycle.
Hot.
That's Myrtle Beach. Yeah.
So it's like Sturgis except for Carolina. Yeah,
Yeah.
gotcha. Nice.
I'd say it is
With
just
with, with
that.
some dark shades thrown in there.
Yeah. Oh no!
Whoa.
That was enough. I thought you meant.
What-
I thought you meant because it was sunny because of a tan.
No, no. What are
No.
Sturges? Is that who operates on you?
Oh, it's
Fail. Epic fail.
And what are you, one of the three Sturges?
Sturges joke.
Yeah.
Oh,
oh, that was a good one. That
Home
was
run.
a good one right there. That was a fucking home run.
3 Sturges.
So Chipperson, you hang out with Zia. She's kind of. Is she
I
a
love
buddy?
Zia.
You guys
Yeah,
all
no,
like
I-
Chrissy and.
Oh yeah, hey, Chrissy. Me and Chrissy and the whole crew just got back from the Poconos. That was so much fun.
Yeah, we were
Uh,
watching
Zia
some
was-
of the live streaming. That was
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
That
I
was
think
fun.
Keanu's hotter than Zia. Everyone else agree?
No.
Yes.
I
Yes.
disagree.
Yes. Yes.
I disagree.
don't.
I disagree. I wholeheartedly disagree. She's one of those girls. She's like life-ruiningly hot. I'm not that. I get by with my charm and personality, but like,
No.
you know, we both have
Okay.
small boobs though. So
Yeah.
you know.
Well, maybe we can
What do
get
you
you
say?
guys on screen and arguing about that. Like, no, you're prettier, and then you guys can start catfighting. I can picture it in my mind now.
Scratch your eyes out.
I'm gonna be white trash right now and smoke.
Well, you're younger.
What's your brand?
You dirty
Shut up.
bitch.
Yeah, my trash.
Camel
is-
Crush.
Ain't seen shit.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. Camels.
Oh wow.
Tomorrow.
Oh, I know.
Is that how you get your raspy voice when you call in hot water and you say, "Hey, baby"?
I only smoke Lucky Strike.
That is
Helps
that is
protect
a very offensive impression, but I do understand why.
I've never called in and done that.
Neither have I, Bob.
I know who does, right? I get that.
Shout
I
out
get
to-
party voice sometimes. It does happen.
Can
And
I
then
give a shout out to?
I called in this Kumi as sick as a dog once, and I had a really raspy voice. So now they've just ran with it. So
Can I give a shout out to Frank Pellegrino in the chat? Thanks for watching, man.
Yeah, let's.
Frank.
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
Yep.
I love Frank.
Ricky P.
We got
Frank,
Frank. We got Jimmy. We got Tubby. We got Shout out to
Yeah.
Kevin Dumbfuck also. He was
Oh, yeah,
in there.
good guy.
Yep, all good folks. Yeah,
I tip
thanks
my
for
hat
tuning
to
in,
you.
everyone. We love it. Of course. So you're in a theater as a kid growing up,
Yep.
and then we graduate
right.
high school or
No.
college, or how does
and
that
then
work?
I never went to
then I
college.
was a theater major in college, and so was my brother. Whatever, he went to USC though. And then he's gay. Oh my god.
Oh, I was gonna ask if you have any gay friends being in theater.
Got plenty of
Just
gay
you,
friends.
Avalanker.
I
Yeah,
don't
can
say
you hook me
that.
up?
Got me.
Who's gay? Huh? Who here is gay? Raise your
Who
hand.
isn't?
This guy right here below me.
Yeah.
Can't
got
get it below me.
You idiot. You're going like this.
Well, then
This
you,
guy right here.
Blow me! Blow me!
well, then
You want me
can
to
join
what?
my crew.
Gay boy, gay boy, gay boy.
You're calling me gay and you want me to what?
You can join my crew then. I'll hang out with this gay
Yeah,
people.
you can join the Neon crew.
Hell
Neon
yeah.
what? But never mind.
Oh, you're a fag hat.
Whoa.
It's something in the gay community you wouldn't understand. Okay, it's between
Exactly.
me and
Yes.
Miss Trey. Okay.
You're right about that.
It's between my ass.
Oh god, that was good. Y'all are cute. This was good.
We play, we have fun. We're little boys in the backyard. That's why we call it the backyard boys.
We're
Of course.
just some old country boys.
So do you think Roseanne has brain damage? Roseanne Barr?
Oh God.
Generate.
Oh my god.
Let's go sideways. You can bring that up later. Let's hear the
Yeah,
origin
let's-
story. God,
Oh, wait,
we're
We
being
can
worse
just
than Gino to you right now. Like we're
I
gonna have
forget.
you thinking like 10 different thoughts all at once, and then see if
No.
you can keep track of them.
The funny
it's
thing
like
is,
fun.
I keep forgetting because this is so fun, and I just like to hear. I like to hear y'all talk. It doesn't bother me at all. So no, I theater major. I had a blast in college. It was wonderful and amazing. But listen, the best thing that I ever did in college, I did won a few awards, did a bunch of great plays. I did some like festival theater, fine. But they said basically I had a teacher, David Lee Nelson, and we'll get to him in a second. He was a comic here for 10 years. And he put me in his play. He wrote, if you buy the play Folly Beach in a store, I'm in the original cast of it. And I played his like ex-wife in this play. Like
He wrote a play.
I always. He wrote
Oh,
a play.
I love
good?
that beach, by the way. Have you been to Folly Beach?
Of course, I lived 15 minutes
Fucking great.
away.
Was the play good?
So,
Did you
yeah,
like it?
oh my God, that was the first time I was ever paid for acting. Yeah. So he ends up telling me, he's like, he said, I know you're moving to New York. You're pretty. I was like, David, stop. He said, you're pretty, you're funny, you're a good writer. Because I took his writing class too. He loved all my writing, always loved my writing and stuff. He said, you got to try stand up. It never even occurred to me before. He said, you'll go there and you'll kill it with stand up. And I was like, and then something about that in my head just went, I was like, you know what? I could do that. I mean, maybe. So I kind of used I took a couple classes. I know. But I'm going to admit it to you. I did.
Comedian classes?
Well, because I just wanted to know people and know what to do. I didn't not necessarily I need to know.
Wow.
Hey, you
Was it
learned
Comedy
what?
Steve? Comedy Steve?
I
By
won't
chance?
tell it. I won't tell you though, because
It's an art, you gotta learn
I don't
it.
want to out it. Yeah, but then David was like, he just said, yeah, of course you're doing fucking great there. He ended up getting colon cancer, and back in 2 years ago, I went to his funeral. He died, but he was not even old. I got to shout out David Lee Nelson. I was so madly in love with him too. I was so pissed off when he started dating a different student instead of me. I was so mad. But
So then you wish death upon him, right?
Wait.
No,
He died of cancer?
yeah, he had colon cancer. He was only 35. He was only 35.
Oh wow! That's
Sorry,
that's
I was
young.
doing that fucking Gino bit.
Yeah, cancer. It was cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the guy that got me into comedy died of
that's
Yeah,
cancer.
yeah. Have you met Gino's parents lately?
He gave me his dead mom's ring.
No.
I don't know if you know.
Oh, weird.
He died
Wow,
of
that's pretty.
cancer. Yeah, I know.
Oh, did he have to dig her up to get it?
He dug her up from the grave and ripped it off her dead cold finger. It was still alive.
Sex with her then?
I bet she's a Bonely fans too.
That's right.
Bone.
She at least has bones.
Probably.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. But that's how I got into stand up. It was because of David Lee Nelson. Rest in peace. He was the best. He was the best dude ever.
Oh,
Just
banana mom.
Shout out to David Lee Nelson. Rest in peace.
And then what? Then you went and tried open mic, or did you?
No,
You just went straight to.
the reason I wanted to do a class is so I'm like, let me fish out who's what are we doing here? Where should I go? What should I do? So that's how you met people to go to open mics with. But I didn't do open mics for too long. But my good buddy Corey Tyndall, I met in a class. We're still best friends to this day. We started doing open mics together, but I didn't do that for long. Then I met Alan and Alan Fuchs.
Alan
He
Fuchs?
was-
Yeah, okay. Because that's who you did your
Yes.
YouTube show with? Yeah.
Yes. So
Okay.
he started putting me on his shows, and we started doing the podcast together. And he honestly, Alan, I have to thank a lot too, because he's the reason I was ever on Compound Media. He
Ooh.
brought me to what was it? Burning Bridges one day, and then that's how I met Gino, honestly.
Biggest
So,
mistake of your life.
Dude,
I
that
know,
is-
honestly. If there was a fork in the road, I should have turned left on that fork.
Did Compound lead to Chip, or where's Chip in there? How did you get on Chip?
There was a Twitter fan that this is when I was I was in South Carolina for a while during the pandemic because I didn't want to sit in my apartment
Damn
here.
panic.
And one Twitter fan was like, I recommended you for Chip Chipperson. I hadn't heard of it before or anything like that. And then
I don't even know what that is.
and then Jim Norton just he didn't tell me he recommended me. Jim Norton just messaged me on Instagram and said
Sup.
you want to come do my sup? How you doing? How you
Sup,
doing,
babe?
pretty lady?
Yeah.
And he said Gino's done it before, Aaron's done it before. Do you want to come on my podcast? I was like, all right. And then,
Fuck yeah.
fuck yeah, party people.
Hell no.
I
Yeah.
do have a question about Gino, though. I was listening
Just
to
one?
some old Opie and speaking of Jimmy, I was listening to some old Opie and Anthony, and Jimmy brought up the fact that Gino would travel. He had to travel when he's flying somewhere with a stuffed monkey. Has this ever been brought up? Is this, people already know this, or is this in like in 2008? Jimmy said this. That Gino travels with a stuffed.
Can you
2000.
confirm? Can you confirm?
I was in middle school in 2008. So no, I don't remember that. I don't.
Does
recall.
that so that changes the answer then?
I'm just wondering, maybe he still does it. Does he?
That's good.
We're the same age.
fucking college in
A stuffed
2008.
monkey. It sounds like something he would do, but
You
I don't
haven't
know.
seen one lying around the house? Monkey.
The
He doesn't
stuffed
go like
monkey?
they bring you and go monkey.
Is this a black person joke or something? I
No,
don't know.
No, you're not walking into
really
nothing.
said that he
You're
used to
not walking
travel
into
with a
anything.
stuffed Monkey
A
when he
stuffed
flew
monkey?
somewhere. It was like his
It's like
security.
a stuffed animal.
We would
Well, that
never.
shows where your mind goes to.
Well, look who I'm dating. The thing
So
is,
you live in fear of a punchline, then apparently.
That's right.
I'm always like, what? Does this have
Good
another
fucking point.
No,
Nice.
the thing is, he's very sentimental and like in his house. Like he gave this ring to me for my birthday, and it's his dead cancer mom's ring, right? And I thought that was the sweetest thing because he's just very sentimental.
said
and
cancer.
Or he's just too cheap to go out and buy you something. Some old jewelry for my dead mother.
I have everything I want. If I want something, I buy it for myself.
It's actually
You
a
know,
good idea to
like
save money.
I thought that was like a home run of a gift because that's like it's like meaningful. But he's
Yeah.
very sentimental. He likes like trinkets and things and like I don't know. I can't explain it. So a stuffed monkey, if that meant something to him, he had to travel with it. That makes complete sense to me, and I don't knock him for it. It doesn't make him gay.
I believe it.
No. I mean, my girldown for my birthday got me a
Make some
new
fruit.
Switch.
You have a girlfriend? Does she live in Canada?
Wait.
Is she a model?
Yes.
Wait, what'd she get you?
A Switch. I just got a new Switch, but Gino got her an old ring. It was in the back of a drawer.
Which way?
It's his
Whoa.
dead mother's ring.
Whoa,
That's,
come on,
that's,
dude.
That's like very nice. That means he
That ring's probably worth. That ring's probably worth more than
Dig
that.
around for it. I know it's in here somewhere. God damn it!
It only turns my finger a little bit green. Oh, fucking Tubby.
It wasn't a cracker.
Tubby
Jack.
gets it. Tubby, this guy gets it.
Tell his
Tubby.
mother if he had to dig it out of a
It's
Cracker Jack box. All right.
It's turquoise. It's really nice. I love it.
It is. It's
good.
nice. I'm just joking. I was only joking, Gino. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, it's
Gene.
family heirlooms. So when's the baby coming?
I never wanted kids. Okay, I don't want them. I think pregnancy is disgusting.
All right, we're gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
we're on the same.
Oh,
page.
you worry about getting fat? Is that it?
No, I
Your
think
figure?
when you,
OnlyFans.
The last thing I would want is to
That morning sickness? What's
However-
happening?
However, it just makes you want to like fucking morning sickness. That was good. No, but he does something about him. I love him so much. I just go like, and then I go like, can we do the Kardashian thing? Like, he saw me on a podcast say like, because my brother and his boyfriend asked me if they could have my eggs for so they could have a kid and pop it in somebody else. I was like, sure, take them.
boy.
What the fuck am I doing with them?
Sounds like an
Because-
episode of Modern Family.
Yeah, well, gay couples do that, so it looks sort of like Rocco, my brother, and then
Oh,
it
so
would
it's
be like,
still like sort of related. Yeah.
yeah, it would be, I guess, his boyfriend Zach. It would be his sperm and my egg, but
Oh!
somebody else. But they would put it in somebody else. I'm like, fucking take it. I'd take my eggs. I don't care. Gino heard me say
His
that on a
sperm, your egg
podcast.
in someone else? Why does it need
Yeah.
someone else? Because you just don't want to have a baby.
Why should I have sex with my brother's boyfriend?
Yeah, why not?
And No, that's not how that works. The whole deal is I find pregnancy disgusting and gross.
I had sex with my brother's boyfriend. It's no big deal.
Fucking faggot.
Y'all have all probably had sex with each other too.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well, that's why
There's
he's trying
one
to
normal guy. I like everybody. I don't care if you're gay or normal, black or human. It's fine.
There you go. You know,
I'm the most progressive one here.
That's why y'all are called the Backyard Boys.
Oh, damn it. Changing the name. Coming soon.
I take it in my backyard.
Thanks a lot. Now you ruined it for me. Fuck.
Well, you gave Mr. A an idea on how to have kids now. He's got to find eggs so him and his boyfriend can have kids.
Put your eggs in my asshole.
That's just another.
Oh, God. Well, no. So he heard me on a podcast say that, and then he was like, no, she's too happy. She has to, like, carry a baby if she's going to have, or I'm like, I don't even want a kid. But him and I have talked about it, and I go, like, let's just get through if we're going to, like, get married or whatever. That would be lovely. A kid, of course, when I'm around him, I'm like, oh, maybe that would be cute, but I'd be a terrible mother.
Fill me up.
I
don't want to hear
cigarette burns in it. I don't know. Yeah.
I would not want to
me
hear
up.
the pitter patter of little shaky legs running around your house.
Shaky
be
legs
awesome if
and
you-
bonely fans. Oh, my
Oh, that's what it sounds like. The pitter patter of shaky legs.
the pitter patter of God.
So why did you decide to get into comedy? It's like the biggest boys club there is, that hanging out with all those. I mean, what's the thought on that in New York City?
Hang on.
Like you moved to New York, you're in New York by yourself, no family, and then you decided just to get into comedy, or kind of back to that.
Well, I was like, not really. I'm like, how do you even start acting? I don't know. I wasn't sure what I was gonna do. Also, I worked for my dad, but I was like, I'm here with all my friends. I'm not really sure how to get into acting. Let me just try and do comedy, like my dead friend said. So that's the only reason. And then I basically immediately met everybody that I hang out with now. And I just kept doing it, and I was like, I really like it. I'm just having fun on stage too. I like hosting. I like and I've always really enjoyed being on Compound too. So I was glad to come back. Yeah.
I'll definitely have to give you I'll have to give you a compliment. You're always funny on there, and you look super comfortable. And same on like the live streams and all that kind of stuff. So.
Derek, you've asked a lot of questions about comedy. Now, I hope she doesn't mind, but I'd like to ask her some questions about the OnlyFans. Now, on there...
What's an OnlyFans? Can you explain an OnlyFans to me?
Or
a BonelyFans.
OnlyFans, Canoe.
What kind of things happen on a BonelyFans?
Do you show, like, naked pictures on there?
Yeah, I mean, here, I'll explain it. A lot of female comedians have an OnlyFans. During the pandemic, a lot of us didn't know what to do. And I was like, I'm fucking posting pictures of my ass on Instagram anyway. Let me just try this. I had no idea the astronomical amount of money and I don't do anything like crazy on there. Like the first week I had it, I was like just trying to figure out, like, I will never send another pair of panties again because I am not going to another post office with a pair of panties, asking for a pair of scissors to cut the tag off. Like, that'll never happen again. I tried that. I'm like, this is not happening.
I thought you meant like crazy, like taking a shit and kicking a field goal with it, kind of crazy, because I wouldn't try to ask you to do that.
Okay, see, my crazy and your crazy are two different crazy. Taking a shit, there's no shit there.
No, you don't
care. Yeah, this guy likes shit. You remember the chili dog? He's shit that Gino
I was in that video.
make fun of. He's into that.
I was in the driver's
seat. Do you remember?
Hashtag Backyard Boys.
Do you remember?
You know, that wasn't all her shit. I supplied some of the shit. You know, it's CGI.
Okay. No, there's no quote. Keanu, could you help me start an OnlyFans?
Yeah. I remember when I was watching you on Ski Mask. You said you made your picture with your dog, and they like immediately sent you a message saying, "Oh no animals allowed." No
No,
animals allowed.
it was funny because I was just trying to like
flagged.
just set it up. It wasn't a photo
Yeah.
I posted. I just was like, all right, do a cute. You have to have a profile picture to even start with. It was just a cute picture. It was like one from me and I was doing Chip Chipperson. It was me and my dog, like all him. And then they're like, no animals allowed whatsoever. And I
Oh
went,
shit!
that makes sense.
Yeah, Keanu, did you get flagged for bestiality?
No bestiality. Yeah, bestiality, exactly.
It wasn't an actual post. I was just trying to set up my profile. Like I just like picked a random photo that was already my
Out of the day.
Yeah, because like when I first heard about OnlyFans, I thought it was only like pornographic and come to find out they have like cooking shows and like just all kinds of oddball stuff. It's just a streaming service.
Every backyard boy could have an OnlyFans. If you just called it Backyard Boy 1, Backyard Boy 2, Backyard
hell yeah.
Boy Myrtle Beach.
I already have an
Backyard
account
Boy.
set up. I just don't have any content.
You can do whatever you want
I'm
on
all
there.
set.
Yeah. I say
yeah,
my
I
OnlyFans
Oh,
is like
shit.
the main
That sounds like a
page.
nice side hustle.
I could just jerk off for a bunch of gay guys and they'll give me tons of money.
Again,
Everybody
If I-
thinks that. Yeah.
If I had an OnlyFans and I sent out a bunch of dick pics to girls, would that be like advertising?
No.
No, you just go
That's
on and
not.
stream yourself jerking off and people will watch your videos and give you money.
no, that's
Yeah.
pure comedy.
So you would Photoshop
Comedy
it.
gold, Mr. A. You want to make girls laugh. I get it.
Oh.
It's
Oh, I thought he
not.
wanted to make boys laugh because he has a hat that says "I love Christian boys."
I do. When I'm wearing my crowns, I could get it. It's over there.
the only reason I think
I don't get it.
The only reason I don't know how people like who just like if it were just you, you know, Nacho Libre over here, Mr. A. If it were just you as Mr. A in a Nacho Libre mask, I don't know who, and you weren't like yourself. If you're like not a public person, I don't know how you really like find followers or whatever. I guess you like maybe spam Reddit or something. I'm not sure, but I don't have that many followers. It goes up and down. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people like a lot of like nurses or whatever started OnlyFans. I just don't know how they get subscribers. I'm like, Keanu, here I am on Twitter. Follow me, you know. So
Could be somewhat
Yeah, you
famous.
can't
Get
be
your
a
name out
secret
there.
person and do one. It won't like be successful. Is
You
basically
can-
what you're saying.
no, there's a way. I just don't know what that way is.
I know how.
Right.
You could be like Karen Feehan and put your beehole everywhere, all over the internet,
Right.
so everyone can
she's-
see it.
But she's Karen Feehan. She's also
Right.
Karen
There was a-
Feehan on OnlyFans. She's
Well, I don't
also-
understand that. It like you see a comedian and you think they're funny, and then you go look up their like Google their beehole.
Well,
That's-
yeah, it's
seems
you
like
see an
a big
actress
part
in a
of her-
movie, you fall in love with her, and you want to see her naked, so you look up Mr. Skin. It's the same thing.
Mr.
Right,
Skin.
you go like I watched. That's the funny chick from the podcast, or like she's like a train wreck. Let me pay $7 a month to see her OnlyFans. And then but then the messages is where the money is because. So my main page, it's like a touch sexier than my Instagram. I would show you it right now if you wanted to see. But
No,
then-
but
then-
we can
then-
Google
and then-
Mr. Hands.
Right. Like, see.
No.
Or I got
no.
me and Karen have
Don't do
both.
that.
Me and Karen. Sometimes I'm like, why am I getting so many subscribers all at once? And me and Karen actually, when I first started it, like a couple years ago, Karen and I at the same time they put us both on the fappening. Do you know what that is?
Yeah,
And
that's
I
when they
was like-
stole pictures from famous people's phones, like nudie pictures. I would
Yeah,
say.
they
I don't
stole
know.
they stole our photos and put them on there. I'm like, what the fuck do I care?
yours. They even. Why would they? Like you're not.
Yeah, I was about to say
Like the
hours.
ones
You
I'm not
said
Paris
hours.
Hilton or anything, but I'm not.
Right. I'm like, I'm not famous. Like, I don't know. Right. I'm famous.
Oh,
for,
you're
like,
not. You're not like
Sure you
Curvy Mary. You're not as
You're
famous like
Curvy
Curvy Mary.
No,
And
I
you
did
didn't
not.
give a shit. You didn't give a shit like when Gino left his phone in the compound and Anthony looked at his dick pics. You didn't give a shit. Neither did he. Take a look.
I'm like-
Here it is.
I'm like, Anthony, I would show you for free.
funny.
Number one. Number two, it's only $7 a month. And then like it's like less than your Netflix. That's I keep it cheap
Seven
because
is
you can't see anything crazy on there.
Hey,
But
Question.
unless
for
you
do
message the nudity's in the messages, like so I can message out every once in a while. I message out everybody that's my subscriber, you have to pay $20, $30, $40 to see something more scandalous than on the main page. So unless you buy it, then you can't see it. Right.
$15 a
Question
nipple.
is, do you think Brennan is one of your subscribers, Kevin Brennan?
I defy you if you find one of those compound people that has not at least subscribed for a month. I
was gonna say, I think he's subscribed for a month at least.
Gino has been a subscriber since day one and is still a subscriber, by the way. And I don't think he would care. Right. I'm like, stop. I told him when we weren't even together, I'm like, you get to fuck me. Like, why would you buy this? Are you crazy? I fuck you all the time, right here. What the fuck would you buy this for? Stop.
Oh, right there. Ew, I see a stain.
Trying to be supportive.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, how disgusting.
It's one of his oily stains.
Only Stains. Change the name of this podcast. Call this episode Only Stains.
Only stains.
I can see the graphics for that one already.
That might be a new for a show. Yeah, that might be a good show name.
Bonely fans. Only Stains. My dad for Christmas, we were like drunk at Christmas, and he got me other gifts too, but like he bought me the domain name www.bonelyfans.com.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Nice.
I don't know what to do with it, but
He's got a good sense of humor.
I have it for 2 years. And also all my Christmas gifts for my mom and dad, they all said to Bonely Fans. They didn't even say my name.
That's hilarious.
Bonely Fans
That's
on my
awesome.
Christmas present.
Well, I guess I know where you got your. I guess I know where you got your comedy from. Your parents, obviously, right?
I'm named after Point Break. They have a good sense of humor, don't they?
I like it.
Question:
That's hilarious.
Do you still get any like off the wall text messages from Kevin Brennan? Because I remember when you were on Ski Mask Show, you were like reading one of them to the guys.
Oh, I'll read them all to you. I texted him last night a picture of me and Jim Stansel. He hasn't answered me, but that's when he revenge porned me. Yeah.
Right, and he got banned from Twitter.
I texted him too. The one time I ever got like actually upset with him, because I am a good sport, I have to say. I have always been on his show. He has called me an N-word loving cunt. Never batted an eye. He has done all this stuff to me, called me fucking disgusting and ugly and bonely, and then like always.
Yet he jerks off to you.
And yeah, I'm sure he does. It's either me or Gino. He's in love with one of us, and I'm not quite sure it's me.
Right.
Oh, well, they have kissed. We've seen the picture of them kissing, so.
No, he's really nice off the air. I just wish he would like be my friend.
Yeah, I think he plays a heel 100%.
I love Kevin. I love Kevin Brennan. I just wish he would. The one thing I got, and I woke up in the morning, and I've been always a good sport to him. He fucking posts a nude photo of me like that. He had to buy. He stole a nude. Somebody sent him a stolen nude photo of me from OnlyFans.
Happening.
And my main thing was like, you couldn't have picked a better one. Number one. Number two, why is a 65-year-old man revenge porning me because of Gino Bisconti? Like, why do I have to wake up to this? And I don't know. That did upset me, but I'm over it. And then he acts like I reported him. I didn't.
It's part of his heel persona.
Yeah. Do you think that Kevin Brennan looks like an unwrapped mummy?
Who said that first?
Or a pumpkin on meth, like Landau said. Do you think he looks like a pumpkin on meth?
The unwrapped mummy line. Were you on a podcast that somebody said that, or did you say it?
That was
the funniest. I literally wrote it down. That was the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Thank you.
I swear to God. I went, it's so fucking true. He's so red. He looks like completely like an unwrapped mummy.
Like
that was you? That was you? Alicia Dore mask?
Yes.
That's right.
He looks like an unwrapped mummy.
He looks exactly like an unwrapped mummy. And he wants to call me Bonely Fans. For Christ's sake.
If I went like this, I'd blow his skin off.
Yeah, he's got that red chapped skin.
He's not a good drunk.
I think he's a great
not a good
drunk.
No, he's
that's when he's at his funniest. Every time he
Well.
gets drunk, he goes insane, and he's
He's
off the hook.
Ooga, ooga.
Oh, unwrap mummy. I'm glad to know you, man. I couldn't remember where I knew that from. But I was like,
I love the
when
Landau.
I heard it, I
pumping
wrote
on
it. I
meth.
wrote it. I swear to God, I wrote a fucking note about it. I was like, unwrap mummy.
Oh my god.
Unwrap
You're gonna kill me.
I'll read you some of our
Please.
text.
Fucking awesome, dude.
That's too funny.
Yeah, here he is. So me and Stancil texted in this picture last night. You know Jim Stancil, you must, right?
Oh,
Of
dude,
course,
look at my
every
shirt.
Tuesday.
Lord
I
Stancil
said,
himself.
we love you, Poppy. Yeah. I said, we love you, Poppy. So we texted him that. And then he didn't answer me back today because he's probably still hungover. Because I call him Poppy because like he has like a Mexican wife or something. So like,
Yeah.
Poppy. Yeah.
Stancil?
No.
I could.
Oh no! Oh, Brennan. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
And he doesn't
So
call
You're
you
doing
his
MLC
mamacita?
Going.
So when
Yeah,
he
Oh, my bad.
oh, go ahead, say again, ask me.
No, I was just saying I could hear him doing MLC, like he leans into the camera like he always does. Yeah, I got a weird text message last night, and I don't really care. Keanu and
Bunny!
a photograph.
The bunny says.
Fuck! I gotta change my number. I gotta change my number. All you compound fans are losers.
You're losers. Yeah.
Me and Chad, we're winners.
Yeah. And then what's so fun is like when they all die off, I still have like 30 years left. So you can live like a
Oh, you
whole
mean
second
literally?
life.
Yeah, you're 30 years old. You're 65. So.
Yeah, but you see the problem with that, you're also talking about Gino.
Yeah, him too.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I absolutely mean him as well. Right.
Oh,
I could get
the boat.
remarried and everything. I could put and maybe I'll become gay. I could put this ring on a chick. I could, who knows? I could.
Yeah.
I get to live like a whole nother
Wait a
life.
minute.
If he dies, you could get
Hang
all of
on.
his
You
Eames
engaged?
chair.
I love that
$6,000
Eames
Eames chair.
It was $5,000, and
Are
it
you
is
engaged?
comfortable.
6,000
on your left hand.
I sit in it all the time.
Eamesy? Old Eamesy? Yeah, how are you and Six getting along these days?
Oh. Also, he should start
Does she
an
bite?
Eamesy fans. Are you kidding? My hands are scarred. I don't know if you can see. I'm completely covered in scratches. It's bad.
How much would
No,
it cost
they're-
on your OnlyFans to get Six to scratch your boobs? Because that would really set me
No.
off. You know what I'm saying? Sorry.
She would do it. She would do it. She would rip a nipple off for sure.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
You know what?
I said you should start a live stream where Gino is off screen and throws Six at you, and you try to catch her. You guys
You
can
know
just do
my
that
brother-
over and over.
Do you know what my brother said? He said when we were live streaming with Six, she'll be like, right. My brother was like, next time Keanu takes a shower, throw her in the shower with Keanu. Can you imagine?
Die.
I am
It's
covered
worse than
in
a
scrapes
toaster.
and scratches.
Yeah, I was gonna say the fucking blow dryer.
I see the video you posted where you're trying to pet her and she's on the ground and she's not having it.
Yeah.
Not having it.
Every night I'm there. He's like, try and pet. I'm like, no. He makes me. He doesn't make me. I do it because it's supposed to make the cat fucking like you. So I feed her in the morning every time I'm there. But do you want to know how we wake up?
She don't give a shit.
She's standing on this thing by the bed, and she can touch a picture on the wall, and she's going like this with the photo, like it makes this noise. She's just like getting
lifting it and banging
it, and then that means like I'm hungry, bitch. Fucking, you better get up and feed me. And then I like put her like cat food on the thing. I'm like, here, little baby. And she's like, and then she scratches the shit out of my. She's very. It's not good. It's not.
You need to put an abacus by her food so she can knock it over when she gets pissed off.
All right, well, I'll show you this. You know, I told I told him not to do this, but he bought her a fucking cat wheel because she's sort of overweight. I'll say it. She is. She.
I want to get one.
So he's
Andrea
putting
got
this
one.
together today. He bought her a giant
Oh,
cat wheel.
I was gonna do that drunk.
Oh, nice.
It's gonna be a cat square if he puts it together.
I said, yeah, I think we should put Stancil in it. Just like let him run around in there.
Why is he getting fat?
Athletic. Absolutely.
No, but he would fit in there. He would like, it would just like be able to
Oh,
roll
Munchkin.
around.
You're calling him a Munchkin, huh?
We just talked about it last night. I just for so Six knows like what to
little
do
boy.
with it.
Watch this. Max and Rock.
Oh,
Max
yeah,
loads
see.
and Rock loads. You're wrong. Watch.
Yeah.
All right. Look at this.
He's a good boy, but a little boy.
Oh, look, she loves you.
is
Oh,
good.
what the fuck?
That's a video.
Oh, you got-
I
yeah.
don't want to
Oh, you got-
torture you. I just want you
You
to
got
love.
scared.
Watch your face. Kidding, man.
Watch your face.
Oh,
Face.
Oh, I think she's warming up to you.
Yeah.
It looks like
Yeah,
she's
she's
warming up to
warming
you.
Oh, she hates everybody.
Well, it looks like she's getting plenty of exercise when you're around, attacking you.
Yeah.
Plenty of
She's
blood.
just- and I feed her every morning, and she won't eat until I leave either. I give her 2 weeks.
Oh. Animals will
I
do
give her
that when they
treats.
don't like you. They're like, I'm not letting you know that I'm eating something you gave me. Just like a prisoner. Like a prisoner, you give them food, they're like,
Yeah.
fuck you, I ain't eating it because I don't like you, and you gave it to me. But when they turn around, they're like,
she's possessive
I
of
am
Gino.
not-
Yeah.
My dog Harlem would never do such a thing. No, he would be he's a
Harlem.
lovely.
is it a black dog?
What
Just
color is
asking.
Harlem.
Little pug.
A little
Yeah.
puppy
Awesome.
wuggy.
He ran into a wall.
Oh, wait.
Harmon.
Oh, look at
Oh.
his little mug.
Just,
I love
would you say
Monday.
Herman or Harlem?
His name is
Harmon.
Harlem officially, but I call him Harmon or Bubby. Yeah, he has a lot of nicknames.
Herman.
But-
I thought you called him.
Would you
Herman.
call
I had an animal named
Well,
Herman.
you call him
He
Bobby for a
misses
second?
me.
No, I'm not a dog.
Bubby. No, Harmon.
Look up him.
Harmon, we call him.
No,
but his name is Harlem.
Oh, okay.
I lost my cat, and then 3 weeks
Okay,
later,
all right.
another one just came up to my house. I have never seen a cat in the
Another
entire
one.
time I've been living here, and then all of a sudden, the stray just comes up, and he's the best cat in the fucking world now.
That's back to
He comes up to the door when I come home, and he needs pettings for at least
It's a
10 minutes
raccoon.
when I get home. When I wake up in the morning, he waits for me to, stir around so he knows I'm awake, and then he crawls up on my chest, and he gives me kisses, and he's the greatest cat in the world. And he just showed up because I lost my other cat that I love so much.
As Gino would say, he found you.
hmm
He found you.
I think I
He
did
shook
tell him
the
the story.
bones of
That's what
you.
he said.
See,
Yeah.
the universe does provide.
It does.
The
It's an
universe.
awesome-
provides.
very gay.
Gay. It's a sweet, magical story. But the best fucking cat in the whole goddamn world.
Hang on, I have a tampon. Hang on.
Hopefully, it doesn't
What?
get cancer and die soon.
Not a man pun, Mr. A. Don't get excited.
Not
Oh,
Stansel's man.
Well, yeah. I'm just. Did you say something about a tampon?
My friend downstairs, I live above a karaoke bar. This Trey's guy. I hate this guy.
Oh yeah, that's
Um,
right. You're a bartender
You've been
also,
insulted,
right?
sir.
No, I work at. It's not this bar downstairs. There's a.
Probably.
I work a couple days at a bar down the street too, but the karaoke bar that they like, I actually happen to live
know-
above it. You know?
You know what I love about Northerners? They're good
I love
tippers.
karaoke too. Sorry.
You go to be a bartender
Nothing.
in the South. People down here don't like to tip.
I'm a terrible bartender.
Well,
I can only open
Right.
a White Claw. Like I get by with my charm and personality. I'm not a good bartender.
Right, right.
Yeah, but and I worked at you know what? There's a reality show. They were talking about it right after I left. There's a new reality show called Southern Hospitality about the place in Charleston that I used to work where I was a bottle girl. If any of you are interested in reality television, and if a comedy doesn't work out, maybe I'll just move back down there and be on a reality show. But I mean, sparklers, I can bring you a bottle of champagne with a sparkler. I can open you a White Claw, but don't ask me to make you a goddamn Manhattan.
Mixed drink.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm just not good at it. I'm too clumsy, too bonely. I can't lift
But
up
you
the
make
shaker. you done? She said, are you done? No. Hang on. She needs a tampon. Hang on.
You make money though. You get tips. Come on.
Lombardi!
Oh. You got a guinea cat?
Is there a tampon
Dog.
shortage? Like, there's an Adderall shortage.
I have heard.
Oh,
I have heard
Jesus.
that.
Adderall shortage.
Yeah.
So I have to take you to task for your bad trans takes. So the other night at the Poconos, they were showing the Miss Universe. And as a woman, I thought you would defend women's sports. And I thought you would defend, you said the Miss Universe transgender person was, and you said beauty is of the eye of the beholder, and that you're okay with transgenders in sports and in Miss Universe.
They changed my mind on that because I went like, well, that. I mean, I don't. Here's my thing. I don't know what to do. I think sports. If you're infringing on like women's sports and you were originally a man, that can't be right because obviously you're gonna be able to like dominate that sport. And I hate even saying that. I don't want to take anybody's rights away. I'm like a real live and let live human being. But that woman that was hosting the Miss Universe, I mean, why not?
You said she was pretty, and all of you girls said she was pretty, and I was sitting there thinking, no, she was not. She was disgusting.
Do you really think she wasn't pretty?
Not at all.
You don't think it's disrespectful for a man to think he can become a woman? You don't think that there's such a big difference between man and a woman that it's maybe a little disrespectful for a man to think that I can just become a woman because I have long hair, or I put on a dress and makeup, and I know all the troubles a fucking woman has to go through?
So that is not exactly what it is, though. The people that are doing that for attention or to like infringe on a sport or to, do something like that. Yeah. Do you realize how damaging it would be for you to be born in the wrong body?
Well, is
that would be a
well, not everyone believes that. Not everyone believes that, though. A lot of people think it's gender dysphoria.
You can't accept that. You can't change the fact. If you're born a man, you can't change. That is something. I'm sorry, but I believe that is something you cannot change. And if you can't accept something that you can't change, you're gonna have a pretty tough time in life. That's all I'm saying. And not to say that they can't do what they want. You can dress up and be whatever you want, but you can't force it on other people. You can't force it. I'm a woman, and you have to treat me as no.
That's the part where I have.
I'm not saying you're not different. You're different.
There's a big difference between drag queens, people that dress in drag. I could dress in drag if I wanted to. I could do bio drag if I wanted to. Whatever.
No.
But, yeah.
I'm sorry, but to me, that's you're saying there's a difference.
Listen, there's a big difference. There's a big difference between transgender people and gay men.
The drag queens.
Drag. Yeah.
Drags.
Freaks and freaks.
Nobody is joining the beauty competition just dressing as a woman. Be like, it's not goddamn Aaron Burr going like, hey, I'm here in a dress, ready for the beauty competition. Like,
I got a pussy.
I liked when he dressed up as Hillary back in the day.
I only bring him up because I think he maybe said something about the sports thing.
Wait! You want to do this right now? You want to do this right now?
Do what?
No, we're doing it.
Gino,
she doesn't know your reference.
It's Aaron Burr.
So here was my whole thought is so today I watched back the episode where you were on with Levy filling in for Gino, and Pat Dixon was there, and Kevin Brennan was there, and then the whole issue of drag queen story hour, and then the little kids were like tipping the drag queens, and that brought me back to your thoughts from the Poconos about like transgenders being in sports, also transgenders doing like Miss Universe,
right?
And you also defended the drag queens being tipped up to a point where little kids were having balls in their face. I think that was kind of like where you drew the limit at that.
I would rather a drag show, if it makes like little young gay kids feel better about themselves, would you rather them watch this shit? I mean, with the Backyard Boys, like
No,
I'm
there
sorry.
are temptations in
There's
life that
nothing.
you have to say no to.
inspiring the kids.
Dressing as a woman is not a big deal. I mean,
No, that's fine. Sucking a dick.
Why are we
It's-
getting all gay and political?
That's why
Jesus
that's why
Christ.
you don't like it. That you have like a gay. Anybody that hates gay people, they're gay themselves. I promise.
Those who what is it? What is it saying? Those who
See, I
Believe
told
me,
you
I
he was
know.
gay. I
profess-
told you he was gay.
Thank you, Myrtle Beach. Thank you. You know, Dirty Myrtle over here.
Hey.
That's why you
Nope.
wear a mask.
You can
You're
Thus
covering
does-
your gayness.
You said it yourself.
Faust
You can
does,
I
do
like
anything
you
you want.
because of the
If I
Protest
want to
too
be a
much.
self-hating gay, I can be a self-hating gay. Hey.
I'm a really big David Bowie
I
fan.
like you because of the looks like an unwrapped mummy comment, but now I'm gonna write down that hates gay people because
Homophobe.
Very-
Transgenders are disrespectful.
Get with the time. It's
Get
2023.
you
It has
look like an
come
unwrapped. You look like an unwrapped gay man. How about that?
You know what this?
Unwrapped
You know what
condom.
this reminds me of? Remember,
Me?
like back in the mid 2000s, they were like going against gay marriage, and then it's not a big deal. That's what this transgender stuff's gonna turn out to be. It's not a big deal.
I mean, I get. Yeah,
You know,
that's
it's a
why I
lost
even brought
cause.
him up.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, we're gonna have to figure it all out. It's gotten like obviously bounced one really like crazy way, but you cannot deny that transgender people exist. And if any one of you
No, I'm
were
not saying
born
they're
feeling
ghosts.
like you were born into the wrong body, you would not like it. And
Everyone
you would want to do
feels that.
anything that
Everyone
you could.
Something wrong with them. That's not a real thing. Everyone feels, I don't fit in here, or there's something wrong with me here. You can't
Why
just
do you-
say, that means that I'm this, and I have to be, and I'm going to force you to say that I'm a miss. That's not.
What does
you
it
can't.
bother you for?
It bothered me because that's a lie. You're telling me that I have to lie when you're saying
You're
I'm a
lying to me
man. and You
about
have to
not
call
being
me
gay.
a man. I think that's a lie. I'm sorry. I'm being too real.
No, my only thought, no, my only issue is it's the same thing as like people that have anorexia. You know, like they think that they're fat, so they don't ever
Body
eat because they're
dysmorphia. Yeah.
exactly. Well, gender dysmorphia
Stop
is
talking
what we
about
were.
me like that, okay?
But only, no, but that's what we were saying 10 years ago. Psychologists were saying, you know, people have a disorder like anorexia where they think that they're a different gender, but that's not necessarily the case. It's an issue with inside their mind. It's not an actual, I was
I
born
can
in the wrong
understand that.
body. No people are born a mistake. You're just kind of born the way you are. Whether or not you have issues that you have to deal with, kind of like Mr. A was saying to a point, you have to deal with them. Everybody has issues to deal with. You just kind of have to.
That's
And
exactly
the
what I
world
was saying.
the world doesn't have to revolve around you. That you need to fit into the world somehow.
You can
No,
do what
not
you
at
want.
all.
You can
Not
wear a
at
dress and
all.
makeup, but don't tell me I have to do.
I was talking
something.
to her, asshole.
I know. I'm just wanted to say this point. Like,
I
not
get
telling
what you're
you.
saying. I get the body dysmorphia thing. I totally understand that. That affects no one else. But there are transgender people have been hermaphrodites exist, right?
Can't
happened.
deny that. Can't
Right.
ignore that.
I think that there are real transgender people that are. Imagine if
Far
you
and few
seriously felt it's not mental illness. It's just something. It's a glitch. Something. Whatever.
Right.
It's not like you can't really compare it to body dysmorphia because that's like something that is it's hurting somebody else's, like your own health. Like if you just don't want to eat anything.
Yeah.
And believe me, I've been in eating disorder therapy. That was a fun 6 months. I promise you. That was. I
you
felt like
gained
Jack
3
Nicholson.
pounds.
and-
Oh my goodness.
I felt like Jack Nicholson in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and I staged a coup against the eating disorder place.
Speaking of
But,
which, Gino's starting to gain weight, huh?
Yeah.
He's upset about it. He's like, "Damn it, I'm up to 171. Damn it!"
It's not though. Oh my god.
I know. He
He's
obsesses too much.
It's fine.
He hurt his wrist, so he wasn't jump roping so much.
I haven't-
But yeah, and
Speaking of
Yeah,
him,
yeah.
a
That's what I
wise man
said.
once
I
said
don't
that
broke
God
through.
made them wrong.
What? I'm sorry. Did I just hear that? Oh my God.
No, you
What?
didn't.
Yeah.
No, so
Listen,
I'm wrong.
transgender thing. I don't think there's any problem with that woman. To me, she's a woman, whether or not she was born a man hosting the Miss America pageant. However, that does not bother me whatsoever. All right, if you want to go through all it takes
Definitely
to actually become a woman and look like a woman, if you're born a man and you actually feel that way, more fucking power to you. Live your life, girlfriend. Go. And I don't know why that bothers Luchador Mask over there, but I have a feeling it's because he's a backyard boy.
Yep.
Actually, I mean, necessarily, I did start this whole bullshit conversation, but whatever. I thought it was an interesting take because, like I said, I was going.
Yeah.
I went, like I said, I was looking through that episode today, and I saw it again, and I was like, man, this just keeps coming up, so I figured I'd throw it at you.
Well, yeah, and there has to
it
be.
came up on that one.
You're right, though. There has to be some things, I suppose, that are like sacred for like women, but you can't really say that because they feel like they're women and they should be treated as such. So it's really confusing, and that's all I can really say about it. I mean,
and then
Harry, who wrote Harry Potter? J.K. Rowling. She said
Yeah,
that like women
she's
with a
getting in
natural
trouble all the
hearing.
time.
She was canceled for that. I sort
Yeah,
of
she's
got
she's getting written out of her own books at this point because they can't stand her take so much. It's ridiculous.
I almost sort of got what she was saying, but you can't just let. There's so many different like ways to look at everything. You can't do it. So you can't say women who originally bled must be able to do this, or men that have an actual dick must be able to do this. Just let everybody live their life. If Lizzo wants to be fat, let's let her be fat. Play the flip, right?
I will say this, devil's advocate. I will say this: when a transgender person is sucking my penis, I will feel less gay, a little less gay, because at least they'll
look like a woman.
Suck it, faggot.
And I'm sure it's happened more times than you know. And
yeah,
when
it's happened a lot of times for him.
You seem like a real bottom, Luchador.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I love you. I'm just teasing.
It's weird that
no, it's all jokes, folks. Everybody out there in the audience, it's all good. It's for fun.
But in the gay community, they're always asking me, "Are you a bottom or a top?" And I'm like, "That is offensive. Why do I have to fucking choose?"
Exactly.
Tell them you're reverse.
You can be.
Yeah,
You can be
aim
a
that
switch
fucking
like
camera.
that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
One time,
OnlyFans right
one
here.
time I went to jail. And I was fucking the shit out of my semi, just going to town, pounding the shit out of him. And that faggot turned around and tried to kiss me. Can you believe that?
Oh, that's gross.
God, it's disgusting.
No, but
say something about Anne Frank next.
No, that's my horrible jail joke for the day. But yeah,
I was getting a rectal exam, and the doctor came in and said, "All right, Frank, calm down. I know this is your first time. Just try not to get a hard on." And I said, "My name's not Frank." And he was like, "It's my name."
Stay away from the cringy board.
A little bit gay.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
I heard that joke.
I guess there's different. Everybody's on the spectrum, right?
I agree
So
with
yeah,
that.
it's yeah, I'm sure everyone's gay to a point. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, to a point in my ass.
No.
I'm sorry. Continue.
So I have a touching story, of course. So like I was saying, I was watching that episode back, and maybe 3-4 months ago, maybe it was that long ago, I sent Gino a text, but I was thinking, watching you on. Yeah, Kevin Brennan.
That's a good fucking question.
Oh,
it's really difficult. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Hey, never mind.
Difficult to get.
1-866-69-69. No, that's not his number.
Oh, no.
But yeah. So I watched you on that episode, and I saw you defending Gino, of course, when Pat Dixon was there, and I was thinking that to myself. It's like back when I watched that episode, I remembered thinking you were saying like you guys hook up and that you're friends, and I was sitting there thinking, why doesn't Gino just get with this lady? They obviously already like each other. You guys were friends at that point. You were defending him against Pat, and like months later to see you guys actually being together, it was kind of like a touching little thing. Like it's like, wow, that's actually a pretty awesome. The way it turned out is amazing. I guess the universe does provide in some way.
Sure it does. I liked him. Like I always, no. I was just always with like douchebags, and I don't know. It is a long story. We've been hooking up for a long time, but I'm like I don't think Gino really likes me like a girlfriend, really. And then when he I don't know, all of a sudden when I was like single again, because my last boyfriend was fine. He was fag. Oh God!
You were
when you were telling this, that also was part of it when he was talking about, or excuse me, when you were talking about like how you guys made love or whatever. He made you do all these weird things like look at your phone and smoke cigarettes and pretend you were asleep. Like I listened to that whole episode back today, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, it reminded me of all that stuff you were talking about. It was kind of crazy.
That guy lives around the corner from me. He's not that bad. The one before that, where I started hooking up with Gino, that guy was bad, and a friend of Pat Dixon's. That was the like guy that was beating the shit out of me.
Yeah. Men are talking here.
Not good. Yeah. All right. Pat Dixon was always nice to me. Pat Dixon was always nice to me, but I had a bad taste in my mouth about him from that. Also, Gino asked me to host that show for him. Me and Alan were booked on the show, and then he said, "Why don't you come in and host it with Levy? Because I'm going to be out of town." Me and Gino were not together. He asked me, and then Pat was there, and he had already texted me things about Pat that, not things about Pat previous. He was like, he just pissed me off that he was there, and he said on the show, and I bumped out. And whatever, that was.
We're kind of losing you there.
And she's frozen.
We lost you.
Keanu!
She looks
Look at this screen. No!
Let us know if you're still there. Take out your tits.
No!
Shit.
I'll shoot her a message.
You got a screenshot.
I was going to ask her to please, if I DM her to send me some nudes, just please send me some nudes of either her or Gino. It doesn't matter.
Hey, Brandon, go ahead. Shoot her a message. Say, come on.
I would prefer Gino.
Maybe leave and come back.
Buying some time. How much does time cost?
No, actually, it just so happens we have a bunch of videos to watch anyway from that day. And it'll kind of refresh us and maybe our audience too, as far as things that were said that day and whatnot.
We don't have an
Mr. Producer, do you got those queued up? Maybe get to clip number 1.
Yeah, where's that exploding stove? Oh, never mind.
Look at all these up and comers.
If he was home, so maybe he is like meant to be homeless. He'd be a great homeless guy.
When he dies, we're gonna do fucking
Bradley.
Those Mickey Mouse ears.
Okay, welcome back. Sorry you got kicked out there for a second. You were getting fuzzy, and then it booted you.
No, it's my fault. Hang on.
Doesn't Bob Levy have a long ass head?
Maybe that's his hair. Or the lighting.
22-year-old chick who's rich. You know what I mean? Like, you just like, he's very lucky. Gino's a lucky guy.
He is. He's like the guy that got 3 numbers in the lottery, and it's good. You know what I mean? It's like, what'd you win? $68. That's actually good. I'm the fucking man. All right, but you gotta love him. There's nothing. I've known him for 30 years. I've never seen him mad. I've never seen him not in a good mood. No. I've never seen him funny.
Yeah, man. You know, one of these days, maybe, right? You never know. He's only been doing it for what, 25 years.
Yeah.
Oh my God. something like that. 20 years.
But he's content.
He's still
and he's
new.
good at what he does.
He
He
is
loves
good.
his life.
He's an animal on stage. There's not many people. You like when you say who do you not want in front of you? You don't want Gino in front of you because he is like a beast on stage.
One out of every 10 or 15 times he hits hard. Yeah.
No. And it's like sleeping with him too.
Is it really? You see, you slept with him. You see, look, if I was a girl, I'd sleep with you. I wouldn't date Gino. I'd sleep with him. But I wouldn't date him. He's too, you know what I mean? He's too much.
Pisses them off.
Yeah, he's too sexy.
You are
You
8
can't tie him
times
down.
out
Yeah,
of
you couldn't be
Gino's
with him all the
league.
time.
Never be enough
For
woman
other
for
guys to be like, hey, I'm
couldn't
old
be,
and
you know?
disgusting
He's
too.
already got the
Why
cat.
can't I get a
That
girl
cat
as attractive
is
as
evil
Keanu
and
is?
mean, but it loves him.
So what was it like when you met Gino in that
God.
when it was in your eyes?
I've been known to bang
That's
Gino
not
from time to time, but we're just pals. We're just buddies.
But that's
Yeah,
great.
it's
I
not
love
like-
that idea. I love that idea that you guys can be.
Never gonna be a relationship.
It's Brendan.
So you said I've been known to bang Gino from time to time, and just to see Pat Dixon squirm. Like, I don't know if anyone's seen the famous GIF that they made out of.
It's exactly what I was saying before I was muted by the host.
Jealous.
The guys
see.
they get
I
so
got a
pissed
GIF.
off because they're like, you are so much out of his league, and so am I. How can I not get a girl so attractive as you are? That's
I
what
know.
they're
I just
saying.
wanted us to hear the clip. That's all I was getting at.
It's all game
No,
theory.
god damn it. No, you're right. You're right. I'm
This-
kissing ass. I'm
this
kissing her
clip.
sweet, tasteful.
That's from
ass.
when Pat Dixon was on with Gino and
Yeah,
Chrissy
we know
Bear.
it's from.
The now in. Yeah, but the audience might not fucking know where it's from, so that's
No,
why
they
I was
know.
trying to explain to everyone but you.
No, they know.
All right.
I just think that was,
Get back.
it was
Wouldn't it
pretty
be funny
fun.
if Godfrey?
we don't need the N word. We don't. No,
Right.
no gay porn and no N word.
No game.
We're getting
Not
to
having
it.
Gino there.
Wouldn't it be
All right,
funny
that's
if
enough.
this was the day that Godfrey choose to?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, actually, I think you. Oh, go ahead. Play. Sorry.
To storm the compound and start kicking some ass, and he came in and
Yeah,
got us.
he might beat you up, Bob.
Yeah, you know, everybody's.
He's not going to beat anybody up.
Yeah, you know, it's the comedy world. You know what I mean? It's all
Bobby.
tough guys in comedy. You know, that's what I found out when I got in this business.
Everybody's tough.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Everybody's tough.
Everyone's
until-
damaged
until
in
they
a
get
pussy.
in front of
That's-
somebody. Until they get in front. Everybody's a fucking talker. Come on, you're not badass. That's why you can't even fucking
No.
handle when somebody fucking makes a joke. You got to be able to take shit in life. You know?
Yeah.
You're making
Bobby,
people
you'll be able
giggle
to
for a
take shit.
living. What is
Exactly.
tough about that?
Hey, Billy.
Nothing.
Hey Billy, can I ask you a
Stop
question?
it.
You mind,
Yeah,
Billy?
but can I hear
Like when you hear that word, does it make you feel just like a trace level anxiety? Is that why it's pleasant not to have it?
You're feeling
No,
like
I mean,
trace
it's-
level
I don't know,
anxiety
it's
right now, aren't you?
Are you black?
It's just stupid after a while, you know.
Yeah.
He doesn't sound.
It stops being a punchline, right? You know, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Terrible
you
answers.
have to use it just the right amount. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
a
think
couple of
we've
times
heard
around the
enough of that one.
holidays.
My
Some
father
people
used
can
it
get away
perfect,
with it.
Well, I was
Let's
waiting to
catch the
see
next.
when he opened his left eye. I was just waiting to see when his left eye was going to open. It hadn't happened yet.
Slit your throat when
I'm
you slit
sorry. I'm
hers.
just a
Oh, that's
kid,
hot.
That is
Mr.
hot.
Dixon.
No,
I'm just kidding.
I mean you no harm.
I know.
I like you, Keanu. I did take Billy's side
Wow.
because
He was.
he watches the show and everything.
Oh.
And,
I watch the show.
do you really? How frequently do you watch it?
Not as much right now, but I used to watch it a lot.
Yeah. So when Aaron left, you kind of left too.
Yeah, she's
No.
Oh.
I'm not watching Berg's base for Christ's sake, please. I like Gino and his friend, and I would watch the show from time to time. Not right now as much, but I used to watch every day because it
As
was
often
fun.
as you bang him.
Nah, I watch the show more than I bang him. Yeah.
I was gonna say the opposite.
God.
You probably make more than you
At
want.
least you can make up an excuse why you
Out
watched
with it a
it.
minute ago.
This is his advocates.
I occasionally bang Gino. I'm like, well,
I didn't just say that. It
You
just
did.
came, I made a
My
joke.
You
abba
made a
fuck my
joke
ass.
about
From
banging
time to
Gino.
time.
You have to.
That is-
You have to look back at it as a joke after you bang Gino.
I see.
It was.
What
it
is
wasn't a
happening
joke.
to your internet?
It was. My whole life is just a joke. Oh,
It's
God.
okay, but what about there was a guy? Listen to this: a story about a guy that went into a dollar store and he held up people and he
George
fucking
Floyd.
pulled
right,
a
next
gun
clip.
and he had it at people's heads, right? And guess
Just always getting interested.
it'll be 3 in
No, it's not
this
interesting.
year.
When were you guys having those?
The man does not
There he
look
is.
how he always looks.
Yeah,
You
he's
look like you.
Dixon looks like they, and Bob Levy, they look the same as they've always looked.
Pretty manly.
If Bob was a 60-year-old
Never
lady, we would have fucking beat him like a
I watched your
pinata.
HBO special, and you do not look the same.
I look better, you dumb cunt.
You look like an unwrapped mummy.
Don't make me say the N-word. Bill Schultz is going to use it against me.
I think we made a love connection today.
You always call me. You always call me a cunt. I love it. You know I love you. I don't like to be mean to you. Be nice to me.
Kevin drew me off the other day. We were in the car, and he goes, "Take care, love you." He said, and it threw me off because.
All right, last one.
No, I didn't say I love you. I said love you, but I said love you, Bob.
I know, but
Priest things.
You don't know. What do you know? You don't even know what Memorial Day is. So
I said
all of a sudden
something
you're a
about the
fucking
war.
child
Okay,
psychiatrist.
nobody my age knows what the fuck that is.
Women have a special skill, man. Their voice just cuts the fucking air, doesn't it? It just like fills the fucking room. You must have lungs like that are enormous.
You don't like me. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, I do. It's just that your voice cuts the fucking
I'm sorry.
teeth.
Yeah, you want to hit me? I know you.
he wants
I
to
know,
hit you
God,
in the
please.
off ribs.
It's weird, but I
know,
kind of
women-
do. I never want to hit a girl.
This one's the weakest.
Oh my God.
Pat knows that women's ribs are weaker than men's.
Yeah, they will crack.
I'm sorry, my voice bothers you.
It's not your voice.
It's just my
I like a
personality.
woman with a raspy voice, because then maybe she's done yelling.
Somebody was making a bench.
It's Moody McCarthy's joke.
He's finished for the
This
day.
has just been
I did
such
it.
a loving.
All right, that's good enough. That's good enough. Good enough. Good enough. Okay, so anyway, I was just trying to
Hey,
show
I'm back.
everyone-
Sorry, I don't know what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, you sound great now. Your audio's good.
It's
You're
just
not.
almost
Everybody's internet messes up here and there. It happens. It's part of the deal.
I apologize. But yeah, so you
Oh,
always
it's not your
watching that
fault.
the whole time. No,
Yeah, and you were
uh,
there. Actually, that kind of works out because you were there. It's not like you don't remember what happened, I'm sure. And it was
no,
kind
I
of weird to
remember.
hear.
And
It's
I said,
kinda-
he's like, he was saying shit like, I'll slit your fucking throat. I said, you got a fucking
Yeah.
thing for that, don't you? Right. Yeah.
Exactly,
Like,
exactly. So it's
he's
weird.
not- I'm
Like,
not-
yeah, he was like, I've never felt like hitting a woman, but something about you. And then it's like so weird. But yeah,
He's
he started
definitely-
off in the beginning.
He's a known like woman. Like he's definitely laid hands on women. We all know that. It's happened to friends of ours. Never me, obviously, or whatever. He's friends with my fucking ex that broke my wrist. That's another thing. Whole other thing. But Pat was always nice to me, so I always was like, fine. But when he's like being a dick, and Gino's not even like wanting him to be there. And I'm just kind of like trying to make it funny. I don't know. They would call me out on anything that they wanted to. Why shouldn't I call you out on some rumor about you hitting like another chick? Did I see it happen? No, but I completely believe it. Sorry.
Two wrongs
mean-
don't make a right.
Who broke your wrist?
What did I do? I won't tell you, but I.
Oh, okay.
listen,
I thought.
I don't
all
like
right,
to
never
talk
mind.
about that. He's a
All
comic too, or he used to be. Whatever. He's. you would never know him. Whatever.
Well, I mean,
No,
if
I
a girl
wouldn't.
hits me, I'm
Yeah,
gonna hit her.
he would kick the shit out of me or whatever, and then like that's why some of my OnlyFans pictures, I have a cast on my arm.
Can I
because
tell
of
you
Pat
my?
Dixon's fucking body? Yeah.
You know, I have bad opinions like I have about the train. I have opinion about hitting girls. A man does never need to hit a woman. I don't think I said that right. But anyways, I heard a lot of comments about, oh, if a woman attacks you, if she hits you, you can hit her. No. You don't have to. I'm sorry. But
Well, that's
men and
also
women are
what Pat
different.
Dixon-
Men are stronger. We don't. I
That's
don't need
what
to
Pat
hit
Dixon
anyone.
says, right? Yeah.
Yeah, right. Like a couple of minutes later, he says exactly that. Oh, I don't believe in
This is
hitting
what you
women,
do.
but
You
if
don't
they hit
hit a
you,
woman,
it's fine to
you
hit them
either-
back.
You
I
either
don't
get
believe in
away
that
from
either.
them. If you can't get away from them, you can always restrain them. Wrestle
No,
them down.
hell
I'm a
no.
wrestler. I'm a big dude. There's no way a woman can attack me and hurt me without me being able to subdue her and wrestle her down. I don't need to pummel her in the face like a fucking animal. Not a fucking animal.
Thank you. Number two, I can say
You like to fuck animals,
Never-
though.
Yes.
Yes, you
Oh,
do.
I'm not
Backyard
saying
boys.
fumbling
Hashtag
in the
backyard boys.
face.
There's sheep in that backyard.
You're barnyard boys.
Barnyard boys. Yeah, I think that's too many Y's, but anyways.
To my point. Number one, it would never come into my brain to ever
That's really good,
physically hit someone ever. I don't get like angry like that. I can cut you with my words however the fuck I want. Doesn't mean you can fucking lay a finger on me. I would never, ever hit someone. However, I understand that women get frustrated and they like attack their men. But if women,
Yes, they do.
here we go back to the trans thing.
What
So
about defending
can't,
yourself?
men aren't allowed to be in women's sports, right? Because they're stronger, right?
Yeah.
The men that are trans. So you do not hit a woman back, no matter what. Correct?
Agreed.
Yes.
So never,
Agreed.
ever. And I don't care what, if I cheat on you or say something to you that you don't like or do whatever, doesn't mean you get to break my wrist. Sorry. Doesn't mean
Shout
you
out
get
to
to
Marshall.
Shout out to Boper. He's a good egg.
Well, how
Oh,
do
I
they
love
break your
those
wrist?
If you hit me first.
Do they put you in an arm
This
bar?
has
or
nothing
a
to do with
figure four
Pat
leg?
Dixon. That has nothing to do with Pat Dixon. I'm
In
not
general.
saying that. But yeah.
If
How,
you hit
he,
me
kicked,
first.
he kicked me. Kicked me down and then kicked me to the point where my wrist was broken. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Y'all are
How do
getting
you
stuff
teach
out of me. I
these-
never talk about this. Yeah. It was horrible. Yeah.
And
Wow.
retaliating makes you.
He was the
don't need to
first
do
one.
that.
No,
Oh,
We're
Like, I was
Brazilian
worried.
Isles on steroids.
To lay it, you know.
If I wrestle someone too hard, I could break the wrist. I could understand that, but no, I
Sounds
would be
gay.
kicking someone
Sounds
like a
Also,
savage.
I'm just so
Yeah.
bonely. I mean, my bones are like, you know, paper.
Is
Drink
it
more milk.
justified? Is it justified to hit
For you wearing sunglasses?
a
No, it's
female
not.
back if you're a male? If it no,
That's what we've been talking about for
Is
the
it
last 10 minutes.
justified?
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, welcome.
No, that's not,
No,
He's
No, I
10
just
minutes
wanna
behind
know.
us.
from everybody's standpoint here. No, listen to this. No, I want to know: is it justified to hit a female back if you're a male if she's
No!
beating on you?
We just
She
said
beats
no.
on you.
If
So
you're a
I'm-
man, you should be
Let him
strong enough
finish
to
the question.
subdue
Let me catch you
her.
up, Bobby P.
No
Let
matter
me catch
what.
you up.
No
Yeah.
matter what.
Let me just guide this. I'll catch you up, Bobby P. So no, never is it. And it would never come into my brain. I cut with my words. I can get, my mouth is vicious. You have to push and
Yeah.
push and
I'm not
push me.
saying you.
I can say whatever I want to you. If I cheated on you, I don't care if I I don't know, said something mean to whoever, which is very unlike me. Number one, I'm an angel. But if I were to, if a woman
Nope,
gets
I'm
frustrated
saying
and
if the
starts
female
hitting on you,
way
you restrain her.
is
You do
on
not
the male
hit her.
first.
You never hit her. You
What
do
about a
not hit her.
slap? What if you said something really cunty and I just slapped you fucking across the mouth?
What about hair pull?
no. So that's kind of the thing is like Pat started off that whole conversation and he was talking about
No, that's
how
actually
if
a
you
fair
lose with
point.
your
I'll
words
give you that. Because
he said if you lose with your words that you shouldn't take it out in violence, and then 20 minutes later he's talking about, oh yeah, if a woman hits me, I'll knock her out or whatever. It's like he's
That's
kind of
what
all
I
over the
said.
place.
I said
No,
if you
no, I'm
can't,
not
if
saying
you
knock her out.
if you can't best me with your own words, then you're not smart enough for me. You don't get to hit me because you don't like what I'm saying to you. If you're a douche, doesn't mean any of the backyard boys would any of y'all hit me.
So
There are
That's all
some
you
times
do.
where
that's kind of what.
No,
just
you're-
bring
I'm
something
on your
that's
page.
just completely out of context, and you
No,
just
your
want to
page
not what I'm
fucking-
saying.
Like if we were apes right now, I'd be fucking
Like,
smacking.
defend
You
yourself.
don't say that shit to me. What the fuck? Like there's just
Yeah.
sometimes where like if we're having an argument and you make good points, I'm not gonna hit you over that. But if you say something that's just irrelevant, and out of context, and just so horrible, you motherfucker.
All right, Pat Dixon. All right.
No, so that was my.
No, you don't.
No. Oh.
No, I know I'm right about this. I could talk about that all day.
No, you're
'Cause
right about
I
this.
do get triggered by it because do you know how horrifying it is for a man to kick you to the point of your wrist breaking when you're on the ground? Not good.
No, I don't.
No
Yeah, I
bueno. Right. Well, maybe you will when you join trans women's sports. I'm not
Man,
sure.
Yeah, he's going to.
Sports, I already know this one.
But my thinking was also is the fact No, shut the fuck up. You're babbling on. No, my thought was, yeah, you're just saying the same shit we've heard. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Yeah, my thought was that I can understand why Gino got pissed after that episode. You guys are sort of kind of together. Obviously, you're friends, if nothing else.
Well,
and I would feel like I would, yeah, exactly. I would feel defensive about that entire situation. So how that led into the next situation where Gino has Felicia on, I kind of understand the tit for tat. And Pat himself had said, like I said earlier in that episode, the clip you missed when you glitched out, was him saying that, oh, if you're a comic, yeah, it never leads to punches. And then he said, I've never punched anyone in my life. And he was trying to say, like, you're a comic. If you can't win with words, you're a fucking loser.
You are a loser, and you're not intelligent if you can't win with your words. Like, we can talk about it all day.
Yep. End of story. Pat Dixon's a bitch. He fucking sucker punched him for having his ex-girlfriend on the show. Bitch move.
Never win with my words.
And he's gonna lose. He's gonna lose in silver. He's gonna get hurt in civil court.
No, and
more
listen,
satisfying when.
And listen,
we're sorry to bring it all up again, but it's actually kind of finishing off. You know, like the civil court, like you said. So go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, it does not matter to me. And listen, Pat Dixon, after that, I was nice to him, me and Alan. I gave him a hug even though he's, is my ex's buddy, blah, blah, blah. But I didn't really take kindly to the, woman beating jokes. I mean, was anybody laughing at that, really? Was it that funny? Where did it come from? Like, I'm annoying you, so you're going to slit my throat? Like, all that stuff. I'm like,
Now he's going to educate women on how to act on this show called Men Are Talking.
That's obviously.
The men are talking. Mm-hmm.
The funnier part.
I have the biggest dick of the backyard boys. So.
Yeah, you do. Swing it. I like it. No, like Kevin Brennan's over there talking about cutting your throat, and that's funny because of the way he does it. Pat Dixon's right next to you talking about punching you, and it's not fucking funny. It's two different things.
There's a nuance to what Kevin does. Kevin's a nice person outside of his. He may not want me to ever say this, but he's a nice person outside of his persona. He's always been good to me. I remember him texting me and apologizing for calling me an N-word loving cunt or whatever. I'm sorry you got dragged in this. I said, Kevin, I don't give a shit. You use your words. You would never lay a hand on me. You're just, I get it. It's all just for the show. Yeah. It's no big deal. Kevin, I love to this day, even though he revenge porned me because of Gino Bisconti. But listen, I still love Kevin to this day, and I hope he forgives me for, I don't know, just sitting here and living my life. I'm not quite sure. Pat Dixon, however, for him to go and sucker punch Gino, that's what brought me and Gino together. My reaction to it on a Simpcast with Chrissy Mayer, and I was like, I hadn't seen it yet. I was like, this is unbelievable. And then he was like, I think she likes me. And they were like, the guys in the booth, they were like, she's always liked you, you fucking loser. God.
Dude, and then didn't he read the newspaper too? Like, oh,
he has a family, Marshall. You have a.
This guy gets it. That's right. Exactly.
I got a family to feed. I need 4 days a week.
You have a family.
And whatever. I've been in fights. I've been hit. I've been on all sides of all angles of all, and whatever. It is like, no. I get the sucker punch part of it. I get that that's different. But I was just saying, like, it seems like everybody's kind of forgive and let live at this point. But the civil stuff is going to happen. It's whatever's going to happen is going to happen.
Nothing
My next
will
question.
Happen to him.
But the Twitter reaction, the fans' reaction, like this entire, like, everybody has to choose sides, and there's this entire war over Gino and Pat's problem. I understand Gino and Pat have a problem. What I don't understand is why the fuck all these people with no lives give a shit about it. It is the weirdest thing I've ever fucking seen.
It's because they have no lives. and it is entertaining. I love reality TV, so I get it. I get why it's like very enticing. But no, I told Gino, I was like,
Sure.
listen, that should not have happened to you. Sorry. Bottom line, should not have happened. He should have absolutely been fired. Don't let anybody ever tell you to like. And also, here's the other thing: Gino can't drop charges. When I went and like reported,
Yeah, the state brings charges.
It's the state against
Prosecutor,
Pat.
DA.
It's the
Right.
DA. When I
get it.
eventually went to the police about my ex breaking my wrist or whatever. If I couldn't drop, his mom texted me and said, "Could you please drop this?" Oh my God, he'll never. I said, there's nothing I can do, and also he should be held accountable for something. And it's nothing. I didn't get a lawyer. All the state did for me was give me a domestic abuse counselor. Still have her. Shout out to, I won't say her name, but she's lovely. We talk all the time.
Did it help?
I don't know. Do I seem,
I don't think that shit helps. I don't like
sure.
it. I think a therapist is just someone you're telling your problem, another person you're telling your problems to that doesn't give a shit, but yet you're paying
It
them.
was somebody that understood that I didn't have to talk. You know, it's a horrible thing. So I love that New York does that, but it's not up to Gino. Can't drop something. It's not like Gino went and got a lawyer and is looking for money to like sue him. He went and reported a crime. It is New York against Pat. Gino has nothing to do with it. He can't.
Exactly.
Drop it.
I get it. I understand that because I
Sorry.
understand the law, but not everyone does. Whatever. It's a complicated thing.
That's why you're the quad father. There you go. Steering the ship. Spinning
I'm the
ship.
conciliary. Come and talk to
drop
me.
it.
I'm your conciliator.
The only
Yeah.
top of the backyard boys.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate
There you
that.
go. I'm teasing. I love all y'all. This has been fun.
Yeah. I don't want to sound too messed up, but I think
Too
I've
late.
fallen in love with you.
Quad father? Or not me?
No, that was Mr. A. That was Mr. A. Yeah.
Quad father. I was talking to quad
Oh.
father.
That's what I'm
Oh. Esquire. Yeah, I like it. I'll take
I
it.
can't wait.
I'm getting a title. I'm getting titles now. I like it.
I'm gonna
Marshall
come so
Mowbray.
much to your OnlyFans now.
Yeah, we love Marshall. He's the best.
Yeah, I'm talking to quad
Marshall and Lindsay Sabadouche. We love the Sabadouches.
Oh my God, we had the best time in the Poconos. I love them so much. Me and
Yeah,
Marshall
that-
got into a fight even, and I still love them.
I love the Poconos. So many great memories.
What's the
couldn't
fight
say
over?
that.
Come on, spill the beans. Let's hear it. Marshall and Keanu had a fight. Let's hear this.
No, just
Pissing in the sink.
Get the pissing in the sink thing. I cannot.
Oh yeah. I agree. I think pissing in the sink is weird. I've done it like 3 times in my life, but I think it's fucking weird. Whatever.
That's
Sink
all
is
I'm
for
saying. I
cleanliness.
love
Don't-
Marshall. I love Marshall. If he wants to piss in the sink, all he wants. Just
No.
it incensed me at that moment, and I just was like,
I understand if you were at someone else's house pissing in their sink, but I can't
we were all in
imagine.
a shared house. We were in
No.
a shared house. He's pissing in the sink.
I brought up old
I live in the country. If you live in the country, you go outside and piss in the yard, dude. That's where it's at.
Backyard boys probably piss in the backyard. And
Well, yeah,
piss
you
in
can
a
piss in the
bottle.
backyard. That's fine, but a
Y'all-
sink is for cleanliness. That's where you go to clean.
Yeah.
Or wash your face. And
I've
also,
got that looking
there he
good.
goes. Marshall wouldn't stick him in his studio. He has a cat.
There was
GG.
this
This guy
woman
gets it.
called Lady Di who would come into Opie and
Did she
Anthony.
die?
She was a fat mess.
Did she
and-
die?
fuck.
Is
No,
that-
not yet. I don't know,
Don't
but
talk about me. Don't wish death on me.
she would get wasted
This
every.
is a
And it was
bottle full
early
of
in the
piss.
fucking morning, and she would puke in the fucking. She'd go in the fucking work fucking restroom and take off all of her clothes to shit in the toilet, and she
All
would
of her
puke
clothes
in
off?
the fucking- she'd have to take, I don't know, fucking Ugly Betty, this one ABC star
I know
came in and saw her completely nude, puking and shitting in the fucking toilet. But anyway, she would
Very nice story. I
puke
like
in the
it.
sink and say that's where you would puke, and I'm like, not in the toilet. The toilet is for dookie, and
Yeah,
the
that's
sink is
fucking
like,
weird.
no, the sink is for cleaning.
Leechadori
Yeah, that's
mask.
disgusting.
Why were you in the women's restroom? Is it because you're trans?
Yes, I belong in there, and I should be able to squat over a toilet and go.
Absolutely.
He's
Well,
talking
then
about an old Opie and Anthony bit where Lady
He's
died.
obscure.
Yeah,
woman's
this
prerogative.
Diana O'Brenner, whatever the fuck her name is.
My ear doesn't have time. Marshall Bopley, I love you. You know I do.
Yes.
I think you're slipping a little bit there, Marshall Beaupre. I love you.
All right. Well, okay, that leads me into the next thing. I was curious what you thought. So fuck all these people on Twitter. They're all fucking losers, like we established here.
I don't even know what the fuck's going on.
But now we're kind of like in the golden age of people talking about other people's podcasts or like following shows and then making shows about the shows and then talking about those shows. I'm sure you heard about this new show that Bob Levy was talking about doing with Under Shuley.
Oh yeah, I love Shuley.
For that. So it's all.
We'll get your reaction to this. I'm gonna start it over here.
Well, we're gonna cut it up. But there's another show that people have demanded come on, and finally, the wall has been broke. Coming up soon.
One more time.
Okay.
Kevin Brennan, Bob Lee, breaking down in hot water with Gino Bisconte.
What?
Yes.
Is that coming here to the Shuley Network, or is that?
We're all talking right now. It's very much at the
contract
beginning.
negotiations going on.
I'll be calling in a lot more.
This is something that people have wanted him to get. Somebody looking at his show, and especially Kevin. Kevin hates him. So it'll be a show for that. You don't have to subscribe.
The Uncle
to
Gino
it.
show. Actually,
you know what? Gino show is coming in hot water.
Gino actually has a comedy record out, and it's called Uncle Gino or Uncle Gino something. So yeah, Uncle Gino might be a good name.
Thank you, Becky. Becky, always working.
Becky, thank you, Becky, who also gets paid to watch this show.
What in the hell is it?
Is that Bex on Twitter? She's such an evil.
Yes,
bitch.
ma'am. Oh, you heard it here, folks. She gets paid to do all this. That's what she gets paid to watch my show.
Gets paid. Horse shit alert.
Sorry.
Wait, are you serious?
I'm slow at producing here. So I was just curious. What did you? Not Bobby. Obviously, he doesn't have any fucking thoughts. But I was curious, Keanu, if you have thoughts about fire trucks. What do you think about fire trucks?
Fire trucks, meaning like doing a.
No, I hear one. I don't know what that is. Who's fire truck? Who's got the fire truck?
How did you hear that before me?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe my ears. I'm picking it up good. Fire Marshal Bill. Fire Marshal Bill. Where is he?
Okay, he's all right,
It's quiet enough. We can hear you now.
Sorry, guys. Oh my god.
It's quiet enough. We can hear you now. It's fine.
Fire every day.
You know what? Gino and I, like, we watch every episode of MLC. We don't care when he's talking shit about us. We love it. We laugh at it constantly. If they want to start a whole podcast about Gino, means that Kevin just wants to fuck Gino even more than he already did before. Like, and Bob Levy, if he wants to do that too, and I love Bob. I adore Bob. He always sticks up for me too. Like,
yeah, he does.
I defy you to find a person that doesn't like me. Like and Kevin, he actually likes me. He just doesn't like Gino. He's trying to get at Gino by being mean to me. But
I have an inside source at Compound that says otherwise. He's a friend of both parties. He spoke to both gentlemen. The feud isn't as serious as it's made out to be. Fuck, I can't talk.
That's what I'm saying. He likes. It's not that serious.
Yeah.
No, well, they're just trying to monetize something, little feud. Like you were talking reality TV earlier. It's the same type of thing, right?
That's
reality
TV.
TV.
I get pro wrestling, whole bit. Like
the heel. Yeah, Kevin Brennan's a heel, no doubt about it.
I love wrestling.
I'm a casualty of war.
Can't you tell?
Yeah, with the backyard boys. I'm sure you do.
Well, not
just wrestle in the backyard. I love the backyard boys. I love it.
Yep.
I just,
Thank you.
I'm gonna
Damn
tweet this
good
like on my
fucking
out to my gays and be like, "This is the best gay podcast of all time."
Very
They're
good.
your allies.
Fuck yeah.
Yes. We'll all
You
buy rainbow
wanna
flags
fuck.
and put them on the
You
wall
wanna
behind
fuck.
us.
Trans rights too.
Yeah, sure. Please.
Uber gay boy, one of us.
One of
Our-
us.
One of our favorite clips we always play.
I thought for my podcast, I'm not because me and Alan are gonna do ours again. Yes, but he's hard.
You and Gino should do one too.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Our
That's
favorite.
true.
I'm gonna play this for you. It's our favorite.
Faggot! What are you, a faggot? Faggot! Like, what are you, a faggot? What are you, a faggot? Faggot!
I love Kevin Brennan. I love him. I adore him.
I've watched that 100 times. I can't not just like play it every time I come on the StreamYards just to fuck around and watch it. It's hilarious.
Hang on, I'm calling Gino to make sure he's all right.
It is great.
Yes. We're all sycophants for the big Gene.
You
It's
know.
fine.
Hey, baby.
Tell him to say hi. We hear him.
Yeah, you got to tell him you're live on air.
Thank you.
You're on this show right now. But
Legal reasons.
Oh,
Can
he
y'all
does that
hear
to
him?
everyone else.
Hell yeah.
Hey, baby,
Yes.
can you hear me? No, nothing. It's going longer than I thought it
Come
would.
here.
They wanted to.
We're finishing up.
Time to wrap it up.
Not talk to you, but I just want to tell you, we're almost done here.
Tell him I love him.
We were talking about Pat Dixon, and I said the nicest things about you. Oh, okay, good. Well,
Tell him I love on his dick.
Oh, we're gonna hear about this.
Yeah. All right.
We'll wrap it up. We're wrapping it up.
We're gonna wrap it up. All right. Bye. Love you. Bye. 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 Bye.
I'm gonna wrap up my dick before I fuck him in the ass.
No, that pretty much was the end of the show. I wanted to ask you what you thought about all these weirdo shows that watch weirdo shows and comment on them, and then there's another spin-off of that, and looks like they might be doing that show underneath of like the Shuli network, which seems to be catching on somewhat.
I love Shuli. I'm a
Check
big,
this
I've
out.
always been a
I
big
hope
Stern fan, but
I hope Gino does this. I hope he says he's gonna do one about MLC, and I'll fucking pay to watch that one.
So I'm thinking of
he
calling
watches
my
MLC.
I'm thinking of calling my podcast that's just me. I'm gonna call it Misery Loves Keanu and call it MLK.
Ooh.
Then we can have
Yeah.
MLK Day.
Well,
I don't know.
What about
I was gonna
Backyard
say
Girl?
there.
And it'll
Okay.
be just me
MLK
saying
Day.
how much it'll be MLK Day and Martin Luther King and
Yeah.
Martin Luther King.
You might
And it'll
get
be-
lost
it'll
in
be
the
just-
algorithm.
What about
I know,
what
it'll
about
be
Bonely
great.
Misery?
I know. Bonely misery. There's so
Bonely
many
misery.
things we could say. But and then it'll be just me talking about how much I love Kevin Brennan and how much I just wish he weren't gay so I could just have sex with him. And if I gained a couple LBs maybe and like if my nationality were different, then maybe he would like have sex with me and then how much I love him and it'll be one of those. It'll be like a
Nationality. Go ahead.
Well, you can always ask KB if him and his wife are swingers. I mean, that's the other option.
Yeah, I think they are.
Listen, I'm down. He's gonna watch this and be like, "Fuck you!"
Oh, he won't watch this. He'll have someone clip it for him and then send him the clips. That's how it works.
When you think he's not watching, I promise you he's watching. He watches everything.
Hi.
He
Hi,
watches
Kevin.
everything.
Hi,
I
hi,
promise
Kevin.
you. He's
Hi,
like, I don't
Kevin.
watch.
Kevin, you have
I
a beautiful
know.
family.
What was that? Keanu told me what? What is it? Keanu told me she was
Keanu?
adding a couple more Ks. No, I am not doing Misery Loves
MLKK what?
KKK.
Company,
Okay,
company,
okay.
company, Keanu, KKK.
Martin
Company,
Luther King,
K,
King.
I don't know.
Well, I told you we would let you
I
out of
can't
here, and I
make-
guess I guess there always has to be that disappointing time of the show where we have to let our guests go have a life. So apparently,
I thought you were gonna say when we let me sing a song.
no, that's not what I was going to say. Maybe on the next show we do when she leaves and we start a new one, which we probably will do.
Are you
But
all doing another one?
maybe just for fun, do another half hour or something. It's possible. But did you have any, before we let you go, do you have any plugs?
Just follow my damn OnlyFans or my Instagram. You can find my comedy shows on there. Don't send things to my house. Butt plugs.
Butt
Love a good butt plug.
I was just
No
going
butt
to say
plugs.
that.
Keanu C. Thompson. That's it. I'm going to be with Chrissy Mayer in April and somewhere, and you'll find it on my Instagram when I post it. And what else? Yeah, I'm gonna have a podcast with Alan Fuchs in the new year here, and probably one of my own, and also Bonelyfans.com. There might be something on there.
Get that out of the way. I can hear
Tom
nothing.
Thompson bought it for me, so we'll see what I do with that. But
Awesome.
this has been fun.
Yeah, thank you for coming on. And we have on next Wednesday at 8 o'clock Eastern, we have Carl De Jokes, Carl Hopt. And next Friday at 8 o'clock Eastern, we'll be having Ski Mask from the Ski Mask Collective. So, everybody, you have a wonderful evening, and Keanu will kiss you night-night.
Good night, y'all.
It's my birthday.
Happy birthday! Why the fuck didn't you say that, Myrtle Beach?
I did. I thought I don't know.
Oh my god, happy birthday.
No, it's his birthday. My birthday's
I'm sorry.
November 11th.
That's why I'm wearing a goddamn crown. You think I'm just some retard wearing a stupid crown? It's my birthday
Yes,
crown.
we do. We do think you're a retard wearing a crown. Good night.
You're a tra-
I had to fight my whole life. I could beat you up even if you had 1,000 knives. Even if you had infinity knives, I would punch you up into the air like a kite.
I didn't even use it.
I bet you sleep with the night light, cause you're scared of the dark, cause you stink like a fart. Well, I like your fertile fair with my I'm a retard. You think I won't? I do it all the time. I bet I got
I do it
more
all the
money
time.
than Jay-Z.
Masturbate to
Compared
Keanu's
me,
OnlyFans.
Jay-Z is lazy. Plus Beyonce thinks that I'm cute. It's okay, Beyonce.
Well, not right now. I
think
gotta
you're
figure out how to
cute, too.
subscribe.
I made
I've
out
never
with
done
so
it.
many girls.
But I will.
Made
Oh,
out
I
with
will.
every girl in the world. I might look
Except
small,
Keanu.
but I'm not. I don't
But
care
once I
if
join
you're
her
big.
OnlyFans,
I'll
maybe
fight
that's-
you. Well, I do know that I am
Yes.
the baddest
What?
of them all. If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all. Y'all think I don't get girls?
Man, I don't suck your dick.
If she see my stats,
Give me some
I bet
fucking
you that she
money.
calls
And then I'll suck your
I
dick.
am the baddest of them all.
Am the gayest
If you
of
ain't
them
about money,
all.
then I
If
don't
you
mess
fuck my
with y'all.
ass,
Y'all
then
think
you
I
can
don't
get
get girls? 'Cause I ain't very tall. If she see my stats, I bet you that she calls.
Bye. I'm gonna pack another bowl.